And Larry the seagull, can you just be quiet? Larry's being so noisy. So firstly, I just want to say that it is quite windy outside, so apologies if the camera is actually picking up that. Can't do anything about it. I just woke up and it's a little bit stormy outside. Not like too stormy where it's like, you know, thunder and lightning, that kind of thing. It's just windy. Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy's Shrine. So if you're new here, then twice a week I do videos. So one video is a haul that I do. The last one I did, what did I do? It was actually my ears, so I showed you a collection of some of my ears that I'd done. So for example, some I get from Primark, some I got from Wish, that kind of thing. And another video is something from the shrine. So this time I want to do something princessy, so something that's got all the princesses on it. If you didn't know, I'm actually in the process of moving, so this video obviously I can record, I can edit, I can get up on time. I just don't know about the other videos, so I will let you know on my vlog obviously when I stop making them, because if you didn't know, obviously I'm moving, so this is all going to be in boxes at some point. And Larry the seagull, can you just be quiet? Larry's being so noisy. Anyway, so I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can up until the point where obviously I have to put all this stuff in boxes. But if you subscribe and hit the bell notification and obviously watch my vlogs, then I'll be notified when obviously I stop doing things from the shrine, and that primarily be a vlog channel for a while until I set this up in my new place. Larry! Something, dark side. I've forgotten what I was saying. What was I saying? Something about moving. Yeah, so I'll let you know when obviously I'm going to be stopping these videos for a while before obviously I move. Right, let's just go into the video because Larry's been really noisy, so yeah, let's just go into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually a book collection. It's very heavy, so I'm going to try and hold it up as best I can, but it's actually this one here. So this one, like I said, is a book collection. So you've got Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Aladdin and Tangled. So I'll just get one out so you can see it. So I'll just get the Cinderella one out, so that's what that one looks like. And then inside it's basically just scenes from the film made into like a comic. So it is really cute, the fact that obviously, you know, if you obviously can't watch the film, or if you really like the film, it is really cute, the fact that obviously you've got the drawings in there, and they've got like little speech bubbles, like I said, for obviously the talking. But yeah, so that's the Cinderella one. So I'll show you the Little Mermaid one. So that is what the front of the Little Mermaid one looks like. Yet again, it's just the film, so they've just obviously taken scenes from the film and then put like little speech bubbles with it. I think that's really cute, obviously, if you're into drawing, if you want to obviously draw scenes from like these films. I just think it's a really good way of kind of getting used to like the character poses, or, you know, like backgrounds and things like that. I think it's always a good thing to do. And then I'll just show you the Aladdin one. So that is what the Aladdin one looks like. So yeah, again, the books themselves are quite heavy, so I would say obviously just be careful if you were wanting to take these like traveling, things like that. Just be a bit wary obviously of the travel aspect of obviously the weight of these, because each individual book I feel is actually quite heavy by itself. But yeah, and then the last one is Tangled. So that's what that one looks like. So that's obviously a Tangled one. Oh, if I can open it. That's interesting because I've not actually probably read these. So obviously the bit in the middle, it's not been opened properly. So you know, I'm just a bit wary obviously of opening them. I just think these are really cute on the basis that like around the edges you've actually got like a village sort of scene, so you can sort of see like it's all pasteled colours on there. It's just like a cute way of obviously reading the film, just like in a comic way. So if you're not into reading, or obviously if you're learning to read, that kind of thing, these are quite good. I'll double check if I actually got an age on here. Does it say an age? No, it doesn't say an age on there. because sometimes they say like what age range some of these are good for, like for example like teenagers, that kind of thing. No, it doesn't say unfortunately, though I have just noticed while looking at the Tangled one, it actually shows other ones there. So it shows obviously other like comic books that they've done, so like Frozen, Cinderella, 100 Dalmatians, Darkwing Duck, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Inside Out, yes, Utopia, Good Dinosaur. So yes, there's quite a few on there, so just in case you didn't want this one in particular, there are other ones as well. So I'm just going to put these back. So I actually bought this one from Amazon, so I'm not sure where else you can get these from, but that's where I got mine from. So I can't remember how much they were, so I will looking down below if obviously I can find it for you, but I don't know, like I said, with this one obviously coming in a set of 4, I'm not sure if you can buy these individually, and because I showed you the other ones they do, I don't know if they do those in box sets as well, whether obviously you get them in a set. So this is obviously just like the Disney Princess one, so like I said, that's where they've got a selection there, but I'm not sure if they've got other princess ones, like I said, because it says princess there with obviously the other princesses. This is just a selection they've got of, say, like the, you know, the old ones, the Renaissance ones, and the new ones. So like I said, I'm not sure without looking if they got other ones, but I just like the look of that one. Like for me personally, if you didn't know, I actually do drawings. I'm actually an artist as a hobby, so things like this, it's kind of nice if there's a certain scene I want to draw, if I'm not sure what the background looks like, or if you guys want a certain scene, I'm like, oh, I can't really think what that looks like in my head, so this is kind of a good reference. Right, so the next one, I actually got these at 2 different times. So one was actually a long time ago, and one was, I would say, in the last couple of years. I have seen these around in other places, so these ones might not exist in shops or like on eBay and things like that, but they do kind of exist in general. As it's like winter, like it's January, so these are the kind of times that you would want something like this, and it's actually like tissues. So these are Kleenex tissues on the bottom. The top one doesn't say what it is. They're tissues at the end of the day anyway. So I actually had a few of these ones. Ones I actually used. I actually had some of these in the car, and another set I actually kept. Like I said, so the Kleenex ones, they're actually the older ones, so they're the ones that I've had for quite a few years, whereas the top ones are the new ones which I bought in the last little couple of years. Normally things like this are about £2-3, that kind of thing. Sometimes you can get them in Poundland, Asda, Tesco's, that kind of thing. So it's not that difficult to get hold of. It's just if you wanted these particular ones, I don't know if these ones actually exist. Like I said, if I can find them on eBay for you, I will. So I won't be able to guarantee the price for you, but I will try and find them for you. But yeah, I just think these are super cute. On both of them, they do actually have the princesses on each one. So it was just something that I really liked. I'm a sucker for things like this where they're like everyday items, but if they've got like a princess on there, I want it. I was actually thinking when I was looking for these, in my shrine bit down there with the princess stuff, I've got food, and I have talked about it before where obviously I wanted to do a food one. I've just not got around to it, so I was thinking maybe, you know, the next sort of princess one I do, I might focus more on the food side of it. But yeah, I'm just a sucker when it comes to actually having all the princesses, only because apart from Wreck-It Ralph 2, you don't see the princesses interact with each other. So for me to get something with a princess on there as though they're interacting as though they're friends, I don't know, it just makes me like feel happy, the fact that they could be friends in real life. So the next one, there are a few different designs of these. This one I actually got from Clinton's, and they're money pots. So these are the ones that you actually break. So you are supposed to break it at the bottom. Obviously you're supposed to fill it up, and then once it's full, you're supposed to break it, and also the money comes out. I didn't want to break it. Like we originally had this for our, what was it? I think it might have been for our wedding. So this was our wedding fund we originally had this for. So Ruben did actually break it at the top so we could take the money out of the wedding fund, but then obviously after the wedding I was like, well, I want to use it. So the money that's in there now is actually for our 1-year wedding anniversary, because we want to go to Disneyland Paris, because if you didn't know, that's where Ruben proposed to me. So we want to obviously go back for our 1-year wedding anniversary. So we started putting money in here, like I said, so you can break it. It's just the fact that I didn't like the idea of breaking the whole thing, because I was like, I really want to keep it because it's so cute. Now the reason I got this one is only because it's got Mulan on it. For me personally, to get Mulan on things is really, really difficult. So I really like this one on the basis it's just got her on it. So you've got obviously Ariel and Jasmine on there as well. So this is like the new style that they've done. The only reason you could tell is because Jasmine's hair is different. So obviously they did bring out a new versions of the Disney princesses, and it's mainly the hair that's changed as well as some of their clothes. So if you're not sure, just have a look obviously at the way they've been drawn. That's where you can tell. And on the back it just says this, it just says Heartstrong. Technically you could kind of like break it at the back there, but I just saw I didn't want to break the whole thing just because I did want to reuse it. Things like this I did actually get from Clinton's, and I think they were £10 at the time, but I have noticed now and again they do offers where it's like 2 for a certain price, or like £7.99 or £5, that kind of thing, just depends on what time of year. But Clinton's isn't the only place you can get this, it's just this is where I got mine from. And like I said, they do so many different designs. Obviously you got Minnie Mouse ones, they got other princess ones. I just like this one, just like I said, just face has got Mulan on there, and I was like, I don't get a lot of Mulan things. Right, so the next one, this is really old. This is probably, I'm trying to think, when did I get this? I want to say this is probably a good 10 years old. They do things like this quite frequently in the parks. Sometimes they do actually do these on the website. I'm not sure where else you can get this from, so I was like, I will try and find them down below for you. But it's actually a photo frame, but this one came from Disneyland Paris. Like I said, I got this about 10 years ago, so this is obviously a long time ago I got this one. I really like this one just basically because it's got the castle on there, so it's got the pink castle, which obviously is Sleeping Beauty's castle, and then you've got some of the princesses around there. The only thing I'm annoyed about this, there is a space there. Where is Jasmine? Jasmine could quite easily fit there. I'm not complaining because obviously Belle's there. If you didn't know, Belle's my favourite princess, so I'm not complaining too much. It's just about there is a gap there enough for Jasmine, so I'm just like, you know, that's the only annoying thing. I'm just thinking you've got like all the other kind of standard princesses, but you don't have Jasmine. This one, like I said, did come from the park, so it's authentic to Disney Park. I don't have a price. No, I don't have a price on it anymore, but just to show, it does say there that it is actually Disneyland Paris. Things like this are normally around about, say, 15 to 20 euros. It is quite delicate, so it is kind of worth the money. At the moment, I've just got Belle and Beast in there, so I just had a card, like a birthday card of Belle and Beast, and I just put them in there. So, because at the time I didn't have a photo to put in there, and because then I put it down in my shrine, I just kind of forgot about it. Like, me and Ruben have been to Paris a few times in the last couple of years, and I have noticed they got things like this. Well, see, it's got a bit of the castle in there, it's got the princesses, that kind of thing, and then you just put your own photo in there. So they do them in the actual resort. I would say maybe every couple of years they kind of change the design. I'm not sure, because I know sometimes on the Disney Store website, I know sometimes they do park exclusive items on their website. If not, I will try and find this on eBay for you. Right, so the next one, I'm trying to remember where I got this from. I think I actually got this from the Disney Store, if I remember rightly. Yes, if I remember, it was about 2 years ago, so where are we now? We're 2019 now, so probably about 2017, 2018, give or take. So I purposely bought this because it's actually a castle with the Tsum Tsum princesses, and some of them they've not actually brought out in the bigger version yet, so that's why I bought this one. And I just thought this was super cute, just all the little princesses on there. It's even got Merida, so you've got Merida there. You've got Cinderella, you've got Tiana, and on the side there you've got Mulan, and then you've got Snow White, and then you've got Rapunzel, Belle, and Pocahontas, and then you've got Aurora, Jasmine, and Ariel. So yeah, so this one came from the Disney Store, so I got this for £28.99. I'm not sure if this still exists in the Disney Store at the moment. The best place for this is probably somewhere like eBay or so. I'm not sure if say Amazon does it, because I know Amazon do some Tsum Tsum Disney characters, so it might be worth having a look on there as well, but like I said, we'll try and find it down below for you. So the actual Tsum Tsums themselves are smaller versions, so if I can, so if I get the Pocahontas one and put her next to the Pocahontas, so you can quite clearly see the difference in size. So obviously this one is a normal standard Tsum Tsum, and that's the smaller one there. But when it comes to actually princess things, I just thought that was super cute, the fact that you got the castle, and yet again it's almost like they all live together, it's almost like they're all friends. I purposely got this because there's characters on here that they don't, at the time, they didn't actually have as Tsum Tsums. So for example, you've got obviously Meredith there, which she's not currently a Tsum Tsum. You've got Tiana there, she's not a Tsum Tsum yet. Mulan, they've got her in this outfit, whereas they brought out the one with her in her pink outfits. That's the one they brought out, whereas they don't actually have that one out yet. And yeah, Pocahontas at the time wasn't a Tsum Tsum. Obviously the clothes she's wearing there is exactly the same as the one she's got out there, but I think this came out probably about a year before they actually brought out the other Pocahontas Tsum Tsums. So at the time they didn't actually have this. Because it's almost £30, for me this is really worth it. It's one of my favourite things to have, as obviously having all the Disney princesses on there. And I just love the first got Merida on there. They've actually, even though she's Pixar, but the same as Wreck-It Ralph, they've actually included her as being one of the princesses. So I just thought that was super cute. Like I said, you can obviously take them out of here. They are, at the moment, they got like little tags on it to obviously help keep them secure, just because I didn't want to actually take them out. I just wanted to keep them obviously in the castle. I didn't want to lose them. Since this has come out, they have started to do, like I said, with the Pocahontas one and the Mulan one, they have obviously started to bring them out as normal Tsum Tsums anyway, so I don't feel like I need to put these in with the actual categories, just because I feel like eventually all of these will be Tsum Tsums anyway. So the last one I'm going to talk about is actually my ears. So these ones I actually got from eBay. I did actually get these quite a while ago. I want to say probably like 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, give or take. If I can try and find the original seller, I will also link down below for you. But yeah, I just love ears. Like I've said before in previous videos, especially my last video, I love it when it's got a pattern front and back. So on this one, obviously it's just fabric with all the different princesses on there. The only thing I would say, because obviously this is quite an old one, I've had this like I said for about 4 years, the stitching's kind of come away a little bit. So it's not 100% in good condition as it was when obviously I bought it. The ears themselves aren't the best quality. You can tell that's just foam in there, considering like when I was talking about these, like when I was talking about these ones from Etsy, the paddle on it is quite good, whereas you can see the difference there where they are quite small. So I would say, you know, check your seller, check the reviews of the seller as well, just to see there. This is one I don't mind obviously wearing in my videos, but this is not one I would take to Disney. It's kind of inspired me to make my own. If you didn't know, I did actually say in my last video with my ears that I do actually have a playlist called Disney Days, and one of the things at the moment is always got makeup on this. That's always got some makeup inspired tutorials, but one of the things I do want to do eventually is make my own ears, just on the basis that, not that I don't like these ones, but I'm thinking I could probably do these, you know, and not necessarily better, but maybe to how I want it, have a bit more detail in it, obviously have the colours a bit more vibrant, that kind of thing. So it had actually inspired me. I'm thinking, well, if other people can do it, maybe I can do it. Obviously I won't do them to sell, it's just obviously me doing it. If you wanted to make your own, it's just like a good way of doing like the odd one. But there are so many people out there that make ears and actually do them as their job, or like a hobby, that kind of thing, like on Etsy, eBay, maybe Amazon, that kind of thing, possibly Facebook groups as well. Instagram's always a good place, you know, if you just type in Disney ears, there's a lot of people on there advertise their work. So that was it for my princess haul. I actually really had fun doing this. It was actually fun last night, me trying to find which ones I wanted to talk about. I do have quite a lot of princess things. Like I said, I've got probably a shelf down there, some of the things down there, and some of the things down there are just princess ones. So there's ones that's got all the characters or more than one character on there. So it is something that, you know, I was going through it and I'm thinking, oh, but I want to talk about this, but I want to talk about that. So I tried to do a bit of variety in this one, where it's obviously like toys, things you can read, things you can actually use, that kind of thing. I tried to do a bit of everything for you. Like I said, if I can find them, I will link them down below for you, just in case you want to buy any of these. But yeah, like I said, I am actually in the process of moving soon, so I will let you know in my vlogs or in the video that I do, like for example for the shrine. If I know it's going to be my last one, I will let you guys know, just on the basis that I do film these videos probably about 2 or 3 days before I upload them, so before obviously they actually go on my channel. So I do normally know about 3 days in advance whether I can actually do a video or not. So at the moment, for the next couple of weeks, I might still be able to fit them in, but like I said, I will let you know when I can, you know, when I have to stop doing these. Then I will vlog about obviously moving. I'll show you the new place, I'll do a house tour, I'll show you me unpacking everything, because I'll actually show you if I can find. So the other day I actually went through on just trying to work out where everything goes, because I've got so much stuff now. For one, I'm going to get another shelf, because at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to get a fourth one. So I'm thinking, great, I've got a fourth one, obviously I can then sort of spread it out a little bit, because at the moment they're all kind of like on top of each other. So when I obviously have to go and get something, it's like a domino effect. I'm kind of worried that if I take one thing out, the whole thing is going to fall down. So I literally, the other day, I wrote down every single like possibility. So I felt like Doctor Strange from Avengers, where Ruben actually made fun of me and was like, you know, I have all these different things I could do, and he's like, you know, how many outcomes are there? And I was like, one. There's literally only one outcome to make sure it all fits in, it all makes sense. So so at the moment, this one here is the one that I feel like will work. But like I said, I will obviously show you guys, so please like and subscribe and click that bell notification, then obviously get notified when all of my videos go up, especially my vlogs. If you know of anyone that likes Disney, then please share these videos. I do have a Twitter account. I don't use it very often, but I do have it. I do have a Facebook group with all my drawings on there, so obviously if you want to buy my drawings or commission me, you can do. And also my Instagram, which is basically behind the scenes. So it's almost like a vlog style, where it's like photos of what I'm talking about in my vlogs. Unfortunately, I've not actually posted on there probably in about 2 weeks, just because of personal reasons. I've had a lot going on, so I've not really done anything on there, but you're welcome to follow me on there. And that is it, so I will see you guys next time. Later days, unless this is the whole I'm not sure obviously what the background looks, if I'm not sure what the background looks like, and as it's sort of winter, because obviously we're in January, because as it's coming up. So these are the ones that you actually break at the top. So I know it seems, now things like this, like I said, I did get this one, Claire's Accessory. There's so many Disney ears on there. Like I said, check out my last video that I did. I don't know if you noticed that I've changed my hair again as well. So I did actually put it in my vlog, where I had taken all my hair out. I left it for a couple of days so I could wash it and decondition it, and then I put my braids back in. The first time I did my braids, it took me 10 hours to do, whereas this time it took me roughly about 6 hours, give or take. So I feel like I'm getting better. But yeah, nice. I put them in my vlog, which will go up on Monday.